what's been on my mind. Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city. Let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is...
Good morning, everybody. We got up extra early this morning, or I did. Brian has been getting up this early about every morning, but it's about 6:11. And I don't know if you can see, but out there in the distance is a cruise ship coming in. And Bryant says the sunrise here is spectacular. So I wanted to get up and see it.
It comes up right over this mountain, swing to the left.
Okay,
See
if you
clouds?
can see those clouds and the mountain, that's where the sun will come up at.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous.
But even if I miss the sunrise, this view is wonderful. Here's just a few minutes later. Here's the sunrise so far. Not completely up or anything, but you can tell it's coming. What a difference a few minutes makes. Okay guys, I thought I'd show you some parts of the resort that I haven't showed you thus far. These are cabanas that you can rent. There's TVs in them, and they're, you know, like that would be fun for like a bridal party or just a family group or whatever that just wanted to hang out together. And see, the restaurant extends out to the pool. They will bring you food out here to the pool. Has its own little bar, drink area. Of course, I mean, they have sodas and stuff too. Now this little fella, I don't know what he is. Yeah, we haven't spent a whole lot of time at the pool. Just a few hours of the day one time. Okay, this is another little just lounge area. Some cornhole. Bryant and I met some folks from Israel, and it was Lucas and his wife Rachel, and we played a game of cornhole together, and Lucas and I won. Go figure. Here's the back side of those cabanas. This is a big tent for weddings or so forth. I thought I'd show you, we have some animals. Some goats and some rabbits and ducks, and I kept hearing all this noise, and I thought, what is that noise? And come to find out, they have goats. Goats, ducks. Look at the little chicken over there. Several rabbits. Fun. All right, guys, there's like, I've seen 3 cruise ships coming in. It's going to be a busy day around here. Phillipsburg gets crazy busy, which is the capital, and Maho Beach gets crazy busy when the cruise ships come in and the people get off, because those are the 2 areas. I think the 2 excursions they take. I'm sure they do some snorkeling stuff too, but definitely Phillipsburg, which is the capital of the Dutch side, and Maho Beach, which is right here where I'm at, and it's where the planes come in, and that's, you know, a really famous part. But yeah, I don't know what this little face dude is, but anyway, I don't know. But I'm gonna walk out to the little gazebo area. The tide does come in all the way up here. I want to show you the mountain when I get around these palm trees, if I can. Okay, and out in the distance is another cruise ship coming in. Isn't this gorgeous? And the sun's not even completely up yet. It's coming up, just not completely up. Well guys, I'm gonna have to try for this again tomorrow. There's a big cloud that covered my view of the sunrise this morning. So we will try again for this tomorrow. Okay, so since we missed the sunrise, we didn't miss it. We're out here. And the clouds may move in a minute and I can show you a little something. But I thought I'd tell you about where we had planned, how we ended up at St. Maarten. Because, you know, I kept that such a secret. But we originally, well, the first place we looked at was Punta Cana. And as we got to asking around, we found out that you needed to go to an all-inclusive resort and pretty much stay on the resort because of safety reasons. And that's not what we enjoy. We enjoy exploring and meeting the locals, meeting people, and finding out the history. And what else would you say?
Just being able to have the freedom to travel around and go to different restaurants and things like that.
Yes. Oh, I'm such a foodie. I've tried, like, y'all probably gained 20 pounds because I've been eating the whole time.
And we haven't been to Punta Cana, but
so we don't know that firsthand.
I've got a gentleman and his wife at church that just went. They enjoyed it. I got another gentleman and his wife at church that went, that told me that they left the resort, but he felt a little unsettled.
Yeah.
And so Miss Leslie here is Miss Safety Bug, and not all the time safety, but she doesn't like having to look over her shoulder.
Yeah, I don't want to feel threatened in any way. So we then thought about Hawaii, and we priced that, and the flights and everything were pretty expensive, and
just didn't fit our budget.
Yep. And so then we looked at Aruba, and we settled on Aruba. But we didn't have our chicken schedule, and he had to renew his passport, and it had not come in yet. So as we waited for the dates of the chickens to leave, his passport to come in,
because we couldn't schedule it till
we couldn't schedule it because we didn't have the dates. And so the prices kept ticking up and ticking up and ticking up. And so we looked at St. Thomas, we looked at St. Lucia, we looked at, well, the first place I had him look was Bora Bora. That was totally out of our budget. But anyway, St. Maarten, we heard of St. Maarten.
You can go to Bora Bora. When I die, you get my life insurance.
Oh, hush. Anyway, so St. Maarten, and then I started researching St. Maarten, and I fell in love with it. And I'm in love with it now.
And her niece, she had a niece.
Oh yeah, my niece and her husband, who are also chicken farmers, just went to St. Maarten. In fact, that's probably how we heard of St. Maarten, or how we first got the idea about St. Maarten.
Right.
And so we started researching it, and sure enough, we fell in love with it. And yeah, so we've rented a car, we've tooled around, and we love it here. We've been all around the French side.
It's unique because we weren't going to rent a car, And when we were sitting in the airport in Charlotte, there was a couple from Indiana that was laid over there. That was a connecting flight. And they told us, they said, you've got to rent a car. You will not appreciate or love the island if you don't rent a car. And so right then I jumped online, rented a car.
Right then, sitting in the airport. They told us what company to rent from.
Yeah.
And
for the whole week, the cars costed $200.
Worth it.
And it was worth it.
Yes.
Worth it. So if you ever come, you need to rent a car and see the whole island. We have seen things we would not have seen and experienced things we would not have experienced if we hadn't rented a car.
And tonight we're going to take you to one of those things, and it's over on the French side.
Tell them what it is.
We're going to their carnival. On the French side, it starts every Tuesday, starting the end of January, and it's kind of like their Mardi Gras. Now, the big carnival is in April here on the Dutch side. It's the big deal, so we'll miss it. But and Lash, they said this year is going to be pretty big over on the French side because they haven't had it the last two years.
Yeah, it's
maybe 3 years.
I read an article this morning that said it's going to be local food vendors, local retail vendors with some homemade goods and stuff like
Marching bands. Dancing.
Hey, dancing.
And it's not I don't think our type of bands and dancing, so it'll be all new to us. So we're excited to experience that. And we may go back and eat at Lolo's.
I get to dance.
Not you. Oh. We get to watch them dance.
And show them this beautiful
I'm going to show
sunrise.
you the sun. It's peeping out behind that cloud. Isn't that beautiful?
There it comes.
It is so gorgeous. And to be sitting by the pool in our short sleeves, and well, I don't have on shorts this morning, but
72 degrees.
Bryant does. And to know our poor family members are having 30-degree weather this morning. Poor guys. Look at that sun. Y'all, there's the cruise ship I was pointing out earlier. There it is in the distance.
So that's two we've watched come in this morning. Three?
I thought we saw 3 come in.
I thought it was just 2.
Maybe just 2.
There's that yacht that come in last night. That thing is huge. There's the sun peeking through the clouds. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, the last view of the sunrise. It has peaked up over the mountain over there. I don't know what you can see in the background, but those are mountains that it's peaking over. Comes an early morning sailboat. 7 a.m. St. Maarten time, right, sweetie? The sailboat, he's heading somewhere. And we are heading to breakfast shortly. They don't open until 8 o'clock around here. I don't know why. Our cafes and estates open at 5:30, 6 a.m. for people to come eat breakfast. Here in the St. Maarten, it's 8 a.m.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. We are headed to breakfast really quick, of course, another meal. But while you wait for us to get to breakfast, why don't we back up to last night and let me show you a little bit of last night's supper. Probably won't be any sound, or I'll put some music over it because there was music playing and I get those, you know, YouTube says no. So anyway, we're going to head to breakfast while you take a look at last night's supper. Bryant and I decided to go to Buccaneer Beach or Buccaneer Bay. It's a restaurant that offers all-you-can-eat ribs and chicken for $11.99 from 5 to 7 on Mondays and Tuesdays. We got there a little late, so we missed the time frame. However, I still got ribs, and they were delicious. And look at this Johnny cake. It was so nice and fluffy and delicious. I also got rice and beans, which they call rice and peas. Bryant got chicken Alfredo in this unique looking bowl, and everything we had was absolutely delicious. Well, y'all, while heading to breakfast, Bryant took a detour.
Scenic detour.
And we have found ourselves in this most glorious spot.
It's called Beacon's Hill. On the backside of Simpson Bay.
Is this not beautiful? My most adventurous husband has gone climbing down the mountain here. No! Let's watch him get back up. And there he is. At the restaurant this morning, I got a ham and bechamel croissant. It was absolutely amazing. I believe they grilled it on the... Look at that. Look at that cheese. Oh my goodness, it was delicious. With a side of bacon. Bryant got a crepe. It was called the Popeye crepe. It is spinach, chicken, onion, and cream cheese. And oh my goodness, just wait. Here I am about to give it a taste. Oh, y'all, that was so very good. So very good. And I wanted to capture Bryant tasting his, and he absolutely loved it. And he devoured that entire crepe. And let me tell you, it was huge. Tons of spinach and cream cheese and chicken. So, 2 thumbs up from him. Wow. He loved it. And we finished our breakfast off with an almond croissant and a black coffee. Couldn't have been any better. All right, we just left breakfast, and it is by far the best breakfast we've had. And we've had all delicious breakfasts. They've all been great, but this is by far our favorite, and we will be back there tomorrow.
Yep, really good. Tell them what I had.
You had
the Popeye
crepe, which was spinach, chicken, cream cheese, onion. And I had the ham and bechamel croissant. Oh, so good. Our waitress was French, and when he ordered the Popeye, she said, the Popeye.
Yes.
And I said, boy, it sounds so much fancier when you're French. Yeah. We said Popeye, and she said Popeye.
But the spinach and cream cheese melded together
with the onion and chicken.
Oh. And that crepe. And I'm not a huge crepe fan because sometimes you can get them too sweet. You can get the batter too sweet. This here was really good. It was not super sweet.
It was a savory crepe.
It was a savory crepe, and it was phenomenal.
He wants me to recreate this at home.
I told her she's got to recreate this. We will. Tomorrow we're going to ask for the recipe. So it was really good.
And mine was delicious. And then at the end, I wanted something sweet. I've wanted something sweet the whole time we've been here. And I've had to settle for like Reese cups and candy bars. But I wanted like actual good sweet dessert. And we got an almond croissant. Oh. And I'm assuming the pastry chef is French.
An American cup of coffee.
An American cup of coffee. It was so good.
Yeah.
So perfectly good. Now we're going in. We've found another market, grocery store market. And we're going to go in here, and I may show you some of the prices. I think you'll be sticker shocked.
The name of the restaurant was Z-E-E, Best Breakfast and Lunch in St. Martin.
Yeah.
And right now,
Simpson Bay.
I'll agree with that because it was the best. Now, typically in the States, I'm used to me and her going and getting breakfast at the local cafe and spending $18-20, depends. Here's a little different. Our breakfast this morning was $40.
Yep.
So they don't a lot of the restaurant, okay, there's no sales tax here on the island, no sales tax. And a lot of them don't take credit cards, so it's a cash only type deal. But they charge a 15% service fee. So your gratuity's kind of in there. So if your meal's $30, they're going to charge you a $4.50 service fee. And so anyway, about $40 was breakfast this morning. It was great and worth it. You're on vacation, so we spend a little extra for the luxury of vacation. But that food,
and like we said, this island, their only industry is tourism. And it was devastated just a few years ago, not only by the hurricane, but then you had COVID come for 2 years. And so I feel good giving a little extra this time because this country depends on it.
And tonight we're heading to the festival.
We're going to the carnival tonight. So let's head in this grocery store and see what we can find. This video is going to be a lot of foodie type stuff. And that's who I am. I'm a foodie. So, I'll have to get the weight off when I get home. But so let's head in this market.
Yes, even in St. Maarten, there's Burger King, McDonald's. What else have I seen? Burger King, McDonald's, Subway, Kentucky Fried Chicken. They're here too.
Y'all look at these gorgeous strawberries. Look how red and vibrant they are. And then here we have the price.
$9.35. I do see one problem though. There's no Duke's mayonnaise. How would I ever survive here?
Okay guys, I'm so super excited. This is the first place on the entire island that we're seeing Pepsi products.
And Dr. Pepper.
Okay, we're at a gas station and it appears that it's full service. So, we're not used to that. It's been years since I've been to a full service gas station. So I believe I was a little girl. And so yeah. Everything is pretty foreign around here as far as license plates. Everything looks different. But we're gonna pass something in just a minute that just gives us this sense of home. And it's really kind of funny. So hang on just a second and I'll show it to you. Okay, we're coming up on this trailer right here. And I don't know if you can see the mud flap. It's a 336 area code, which is where our home place is, our area code.
It's Kaufman Trailers out of Lexington.
Say that again.
It's Kaufman Trailers out of Lexington, North Carolina. If you've seen any of our shows, The Day in the Life of, and you've seen me pull my red gooseneck trailer that I haul my skid steer and stuff on, excuse me, it's a Kaufman trailer from over at Lexington in Welcome, North Carolina. And so we saw that trailer and it kind of gave us a sense of home seeing a 336 area code.
336 area code. We're like, North Carolina, how did that trailer get here in St. Maarten? Is beyond me.
Somebody put it on a boat.
Back in the room, we're fixing to head to the pool for just a little bit, and then before we head over to the French side of the island, we're going to sightsee over there, and then we're going to the carnival tonight. So in here, I wanted to give you just a few little tidbits of knowledge that I've picked up about the island. And then I want to go ahead and get this video put together and uploaded for you. This entire island is just 37 square miles. And one of the locals told us, now I don't know if it's true, but how they determine the borders between the French side and the Dutch side is that one guy, they started at one place and then they walked in opposite directions, and wherever they met up on the other side, you know, I don't know that that's true, but it's a cute story. So they started in one place, went in opposite directions, and where they met on the other side, it was the border. So the two spots were the borders. Have no idea that that's true, but it was a fun story to hear. The lagoon that we passed over, it was the white bridge where the heart all those hearts were that had people lock their love and they had locks on the hearts. That was a lagoon we were going over, and it's actually the longest lagoon in the Caribbean. National bird here is the brown pelican. The national tree is called flamboyant. It comes in orange and in yellow. It is not native to St. Martin, but it has become the national tree. There are 2 volcanoes. One, I think, still is active. One is extinct. So it is a volcanic island. Let's see, what else? I can't remember what else. But lots of, oh, let me tell you who's coming to town this week. I don't know if we'll be here when they get here. I think they're flying in just to see us, but I don't know. But the Dutch King and Queen are coming sometime this week. They're not coming to see us. But anyway, and we've talked a little bit about prices. And let me just reiterate that, yes, the prices are higher, but you have to remember that things are not around the corner. Things can't just be put on a tractor trailer truck and driven over here. They have to either be flown in or shipped in. And so everything comes from across seas. And so, therefore, prices are going to be a little bit higher. And some things, believe it or not, we found something cheaper here than we can find at home. And that was the Three Musketeer candy bar. It was $1.50. At home, it's about $2. So, anyway, I just want to give you some little tidbits of knowledge. I don't know that that's interest to y'all. Oh, let me tell you else. The palm trees are not grown here. They are actually shipped in from Florida. So I thought that was an interesting fact, because we think of the tropics as all having palm trees. Oh, and let me tell you something else. Parts of this place looks like Arizona because there's these cactuses everywhere. Cacti everywhere. And they have the broadleaf cactus. They have the long, tall, skinny ones. And it was so cool. We were looking at all these little tall, skinny ones, and all of a sudden there's this perfectly round, I mean, it looks like a basketball cactus with a flower on top of it. It was so pretty. There is a seaweed here that's pretty common here. Sargassum, I think is the name of it. It had never been here until 2011. And it washed ashore in 2011, and it comes every year since then. And let me tell you, if there's a lot of it, it stinks. There is such, where we got on the ferry to go over to that island yesterday, they had a lot that had, was gathered, and the smell is awful. But I thought that would be like a seaweed that had always been around here, but it only started coming in like 2011. So, anyway, just a little bit of information for you about the island. So, we're going to fix to get ready for the day and head to the pool for a little bit before we head over to the French side of the island. So, I will see you guys. Tomorrow's Wednesday, so there won't be a video on Wednesday, but I will see you guys on Thursday and Friday. And so, but I'm going to keep filming while I'm here. So we will see you guys on Thursday. So thank you for watching The Farm and Pastor's Wife. And remember, if the grease is hot enough, you can fry anything. Bye, y'all.